Top of the morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the Custom Card Reviews. In today's episode, I am going to go over the Rocky Wolves. There's only 4 cards in this archetype. 1 spell, 3 monsters so far. So, let's go over the spell card first. Without any further. So, their origins of how they are created is that it's mostly because of the what if that inspired it. Basically, like the what if Rocky Wolves was in My Hero Academia. But I decided to make a custom version, like custom card version. And they go down a different path. So, some of them have similar effects. Like how in What If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. And it is So, without any further ado, let's jump right in. So, transformation of the Rocky Wolves. It's a continuous spell. And its effect is once per turns. During either player's turns, you can select one monster on the field, shuffle it into the owner's deck. Then, normal summon 1 Rocky Wolf monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode. If it does, then inflict 500 damage. And to both players, there's life points. Reasonable effect, but let's move on. Yeah, because it's painful for wolves, or like werewolves, from human form into monster form. And then back again. So, if this card is sent to the grave or banished, add 1 moon spell card from your deck or graveyard or banished zone to your hand. This card cannot be negated by card effects or can't be chained by card effects. So, and you could only use this effect for once per turn. So, basically, it's pretty powerful effect. But the other 3, like I'll do Crystal Girl, the Rocky Wolves. If she's summoned, like normal summon, tribute her to special summon 1 the Rocky Wolves monster from your deck or hand to the field in attack mode. And if you do, the special summon monster gains this following effect, or once per turn. It can attack your opponent's life points directly. If your opponent declares an attack or activates a card effect, you can shuffle this card into the deck, negate it, and then shovel it back into the owner's deck. So, basically, it can be like, I special summon, or normal summon her. Now I special summon her counterpart, her flaming wolf, crystal flaming wolf. And it is treated as her, crystal girl, the rocky wolf, monster on the field. And if this card is special summoned by the effects of the crystal wolf, or crystal girl, monster's effect, you can select one monster on the field, except this card. The selected monster's attack and defense become 0 until the end of your opponent's third turn. So basically, it's like, it's basically, because in the What If version, the Flaming Wolves were around one of the other, like, their opponent. And, yeah, their opponent couldn't even breathe. Yeah. And, yeah. So, it took them 3 days to, like, regain all that extra oxygen back. Yeah, and then, okay, can't see really. If you do, then inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the selected monster's original attack. So basically, if you're let's say you were playing against a 5-headed dragon archetype, and your opponent like just summoned 5-headed dragon and had 2 tokens on the field. Or actually not tokens, the 2 extra monsters on the field. Sorry. And yeah, you could or you can activate the spell card, tribute one of the monsters, and special summon that girl, the crystal girl, the wolf, rocky wolves. Then use her effect to summon him, or summon her wolf form. And no, it sounds like I copied the Dragon Maids, but I really don't know how to play that archetype, so I want whoever is on Dueling Book or on here, like the duel logs, or any one of you to teach me how to do it. So besides that, now so here, let me zoom in on for you. Okay, boom. So so it basically, you can, or so this monster allows you to basically make a monster's stats, like attack and defense, lower, like 0, and inflict damage to your opponent's life points. Attack or defense, whatever is the highest. Let's say your opponent had 800 monster for attack and 2,000 defense. You could basically your opponent's monster's defense would be inflicted to your opponent as damage. And it doesn't just work with or doesn't just work with your opponent. Your own monsters could do it too. So, and if this card inflicts battle damage to you, you can select one card or spell a trap card from your deck to your hand, and it makes this card attack again. But at the end of this turn, but at the end phase, after this card attacks, then you can shovel this card into the deck, special summon one Crystal Girl, the Rocky Wolf, Harn or monster, or one the Rocky Wolf monster to your field and attack from anywhere, except this card. And so you can only use this effect for once per turn, and you take no damage from this card. So basically, yeah. This card is pretty broken if it was compared to... because you can do 6,000 points of damage to your opponent with only 2 attacks. And I did not mean to hit custom or upload things. So then the Ice Boy. So in my other what if, or in my what if thing of the Rocky Wolves was in My Hero Academia, Icy Boy was actually the brother to that crystal girl. And yeah. So he's Earth level 3 warrior effect monster. If this card is normal summon, tribute this card to special or to the graveyard, special summon the Rocky Wolves monster from your deck or hand or to your field in attack mode. And it has almost similar effect. And I'm trying to think. Oh, and if needed, and then shown the other deck, and if it does, then making the other phase, you can only use. Yeah. But this one can make into the end phase. Basically, if your opponent declares an attack or... yeah, so basically it will end your opponent's turn. So, yeah, and then this card... yeah, so, yeah. But, yeah. You want him, to add a trap card or spell card. This is just a starter of the Rocky thing. And also probably in the last video or like couple videos back of custom cards was the Broken Tunes one. I believe that was I did one for Broken Tunes, and now I created a spell card called Controller of the Broken Tunes, and it has this one. If this card is special or activated, you can select one monster from your deck or graveyard to be special summoned to your opponent's field and treat it as if your opponent summoned it to their field instead. So, like if you had the Golden Lord in your deck, or graveyard or in your intent, and you activate this card, you could special summon it to your opponent's field. And it's basically like giving your opponent a free special summon. But there's also a catch, like with another card. Let me grab that card real quick. And wrong one, this one. Ready? It's the core of the Broken Tunes one. I already went over his effect in the couple videos, but I'll redo it. So he's a dark level 1 machine tuner effect monster. If your opponent normals or special summons a monster to their field, you can special summon this card to your field in attack mode from your hand. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can take control of that special summon monster or summon monster. Sure. To your field, no matter if it's unaffected by card effects. And if you do, then this card is equipped to it. The equipped monster. So basically, if you had a Golden Lord in your deck and you special summon it to your opponent's field by that one spell card turn, and then you use this one, and then you can, there's a card called Broken Tunes Golden Lord, and you can shuffle it into the, so basically you shuffled the Golden Lord back into your deck, and then if this card is special summoned this way, destroy all cards from your opponent's field to the graveyard, and their effects are negated until the end of this turn, or until your next turn. Your opponent, so if this card is sent to the grave, and then you can shovel one corner, basically into your deck, and to bring him out and then summon this card to your field in attack mode. But if you do, then this card can attack your opponent's life points directly. You take no damage from this card. So, So I'm thinking about, for my wolf one. And, the wolf archetype thing. I'm thinking about doing, adding newer monsters. So what type of monsters should I add? Leave it in the comments below I only will select 3 pinned comments. Of I want on the him to have Golden Lord as a werewolf. And then the Nordics archetype thing, name. I'm looking at the two screens. Okay. And yeah, if you guys want me to do more of these videos, like, and before, this is going to be an insert called for a special someone. Or not very special, but to me, I think he's cool. Bro. I think all of you are cool. Oh. But how do you feel if me and the dual, or the Florentine Yu-Gi-Oh! Guy, him dueled home. How do you guys feel about that? Do you like that idea? Do you hate that idea? Or, yeah, so, and I might, if this video, or if my channel gets, if we hit 500, and in, I don't know how long, but then I might duel the dual logs hung on it. So, or I'll change it. So it would be, if I hit 500, then it would be 2 versus 1 duel. Or 2 versus 2. I already picked who would be the other 3. The dual logs and the Florentine Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus me and Hard Like Joe. So, sorry, Hard Like Joe. You have now been qualified for it. So peace out, y'all. Have a good night or day, depends on the time zones. And yeah, I'll text those beautiful people. I'm not like rational, but hey. Okay? So, peace out, y'all. Peace.